Hello everyone, this is Lord Rimuru. I am here to bring you guys fanfiction that you will surely enjoy. But before we get on to the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more amazing content. Chapter 2. First subordinate, Luminous Pav. When I arrived in my room, I lay the human girl on my bed and waited for her to wake up. From what I could see, she's been kidnapped by my father. Honestly, calling him father leave a nasty taste in my mouth. I honestly wanted to kill him on the spot, but I stopped myself from doing so since I still have to wait for a few more years before I can kill him, and I need to find myself people who can help me run this place once that guy is dead. After a while, the human girl woke up, revealing her brown eyes. She then rubs her two eyes as she slowly got up, and she looks around my room looking confused. "I'm glad you're awake," I said to the girl, giving her a fright. May I know where I am?" she asks me with her frightened expression, and her body is shaking due to fear. "There's no need to fear me, human girl. You are currently in my room," I said, giving her a gentle smile. What do you want from me? I'm just a human girl, please don't eat me," she said. When I heard that, I got frozen in place. Why would she think that I will eat her? Is what I thought. "Peef. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat you, girl," I said while holding my lock as best as I can. "Anyo. Why are you looking like that? You laughing at me, aren't you?" she said with a somewhat angry tone. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I just thought that you're funny one," I said as I calmed myself down. "May I ask what is your name, little girl?" I asked her. "Mia, my name is Mia," she said. "Nice to meet you, Mia. I'm Luminous Valentine," I said as I offered her a handshake. Nice to meet you, Luminous-sama," she said. "Just Luminous is fine," I said. "Now you might be asking why I take you here. Well, I needed subordinate, so I'm offering you to become one," I said as I look into her eyes. "But I'm just a human," she said. "Well, it's okay if you don't want to, and you are free to return to your family if you like," I said. She just keeps silent for a few minutes and keeps thinking about what I just offered to her. After a few minutes of silence, she lifted her head, but this time she doesn't look scared. Instead, she had a look of determination. "I don't have any place to go to, so I want to accept your offer," she said. "That's great to her as a professor that you are my subordinate. I'll grant you power," I said. Less than seal, do it greater than as you wish, master. Less than seal replied, and immediately Mia's body started to glow. Seal had evolved her into a saint to expand her lifespan and to give her strength. I can turn her into a vampire, but I decided not to since I don't want to turn someone into being a vampire without their consent. After a while, the light slowly faded and revealed Mia. She now looks younger and her girly features are now more noticeable. "I will serve you until my last breath, Luminous-sama," Mia said as she kneeled in front of Luminous. "Stand up, Mia." "There's no need to kneel," Luminous said as Mia stood up. "Now I'm in your care, Mia," Luminous said as to Mia. "I'll do my best, Luminous-sama," Mia replied with a beautiful smile on her face. And so Luminous now had managed to get her very first subordinate as Luminous Valentine. As time passed by, Luminous managed to get Guthur on her side as her subordinate, and she also had taken a liking to taking care of a flower called Night Rose. Chapter 3. Killing the ancestor. 5 years have passed like it was nothing. Rimuru, or now Luminous, had found herself a new hobby, which is taking care of a garden. She called it Night Garden. It was filled with roses called Night Rose. That is a very beautiful rose that glows in the night. Currently, in the night garden, we saw a beautiful girl with heterochromia eyes. One is red and one is blue. She had silver hair that extends to the back of her hips. She wearing a black gothic dress and a black headband. Her silver hair is being blown away by the air of the night sky as she keeps smiling while taking care of the flowers that are planted in the garden. It was very peaceful, but one of her servants named Guthur run towards her and report. "Luminous-sama, you have to leave," Guthur said with worry expression. "Why?" Luminous asked with a confused look on her face. "The ancestor said he will kill you because he views you as useless. Luna and Mia are currently confronting him," Guthur said. "What?" Luminous said as she sprinted towards her two subordinate, who she herself considers her second family. When she arrived, she saw Luna and Mia laying on the ground. Their life force is being drained by the ancestor until they eventually die. "Stop," Luminous screamed towards the ancestor. "Oh hi, my useless experiment has arrived. I thought you will run away, but it turned out you didn't. Well, that saves some time," the ancestor said as he walks toward Luminous. "I'll never forgive you," Luminous said as she throws a punch towards the ancestor, who dodged it. "Ho, that was a good punch for a failure like you. You are quite strong," the ancestor said as he launches multiple magic attacks toward Luminous. Luminous invaded all of his attacks and counter with a barrage of magic attacks of her own. Luminous can easily kill the ancestor, but Seal suggested to take this opportunity to show the vampires her power so that they will be loyal to her in the future. "Chi. You little, I'll end you now," the ancestor said with a pissed look on his face. But Luminous didn't stop her attack. She continued to attack with magic, forcing the ancestor to take a defensive posture. "I will kill you for hurting my friends," Luminous screamed as she takes out her newly made Nai Rose sword, which Seal created since Rimuru or Luminous can't use her Tempest sword since it became too powerful that one wrong swing it can slice the planet in half. So Luminous decided to ask Seal to recreate the Night Rose sword that the original Luminous used. After she takes out her sword, Luminous launches herself towards the ancestor and attempt to kill him with one swing. "I created you and yet you try to kill me," the ancestor screamed at her. "You're the one who tried to kill me first, so for the innocent lives that you have taken, for the people that you have tormented, for my friends that you've hurt, I will be punishing you by death," Luminous said. "Don't you get cocky, little failure. Don't think that you're superior to me. Don't think that you're more powerful than me. You're nothing but a failure," the ancestor said as he let out his aura. "Then let me show you what real power looks like," Luminous said as she activated her battle form. Immediately her dress began to change. After the glow, her dress changes completely and there are purple lights that are on her back. She wore a black dress that exposes her torso. She had a bellow on her head and multiple gold and silver decorations on her dress. When the vampire saw her, the only thing they can see was their queen, no, their god in existence that even the strongest demon lord would fear. No way, how are you this powerful?" the ancestor said while shaking. "Now do you understand, father? I'm the one you called a failure. Now it's time for you to pay your sins," Luminous said as she appear in front of the ancestor, slicing his head off from his body. Then Luminous used Azathoth to consume both the body and the soul of the ancestor. She then walks towards Luna and Mia. She then spoke. "Miracle blessing." The two began to be covered in light, and the next moment the two who were supposed to be dead opened their eyes. The vampire that's on the vicinity that saw their resurrection was shocked at what they saw. After the vampire got their sense back, they all kneel on one knee and said, "We pledge our eternal loyalty to you, our queen." All one, the vampire said all at once. In the ice continent, 4 people can be seen having a tea time. They were chanting until they felt enormous energy that can rival and even surpass them, who are called the strongest in the world. Guy, Velzard, Milim, and Ramirez were surprised by the sudden burst of energy. "What is that energy?" Ramirez asked. "I don't know, but it's certainly strong," said Guy. "I want to know whose energy it's from," Milim said as she stands up ready to fly towards the direction where the energy can be felt. "Oi, be careful, Milim, and don't you dare rampage again," Velzard said. "I won't then see ya," Milim said as she flew away. "You felt it, right, Guy?" Ramirez asked Guy. "Yeah, I felt that idiot ancestor died," Guy replied. "Why do I feel like I'm getting a headache?" is what Guy thought.